Hello friends, I'm Ernie the Horse Guy and welcome to Better Horses TV. This week it's all about Valley Vets Open House, Craig Cameron, the NFR and Jake Long, and we're going to travel out to Alma to the Wagon House with Jeff Davidson.
Hi, this is Pastor Frank with Open Range Fellowship, and I've been just going over and over John chapter 14, the Gospel of John chapter 14, where Jesus says, "Let not your hearts be troubled." Anybody out there got a troubled heart? It says, "Let not your hearts be troubled. Believe in God, believe also in me." It goes on to say, "In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. And I go to prepare a place for you." How do you get any better than that? So if you're kind of down in the mouth, or you got a hang down hound dog look today, or you're going through any kind of a health issue, financial issue, you got kids in trouble, whatever's going on, all you have to do is look up. Look up. There's better times coming, and Jesus is preparing a place for us. Let's just pray. Lord, thank you that you are preparing a place. We thank you. We give you honor and praise in Jesus' name. Amen. Hey, you guys, go out there and live a full, abundant life, and I will talk to you next week. God bless.
This segment is brought to you by your independent Purina dealers.
Hello friends, I'm Ernie the Horse Guy. Welcome to this week's episode of Better Horses TV. I'm so excited to be here. If you have horses, you've got livestock, you've all heard of Valley Vet Supply. And I'm here with the guy that started it, part of the owner, Arnold Nagley. Arnold, thanks for letting us be a part.
Well, thanks for being here, Ernie.
We're excited to talk about a big event, and then we've got Abby Keating, and we also have Corey Simmons, who is the marketing manager here. First of all, I want to congratulate you guys. What a great job you do as far as with your business. I mean, you guys are known nationwide as what you're doing, and you got a big event coming up. Let's talk about that.
Well, thanks, Ernie. We sure do. We've been in business a while here. This is our 34th year in Valley Vet Supply. And we're very fortunate to have so many wonderful customers, and we decided that, we just need to have a customer appreciation day and bring in some manufacturer representatives, and so it'll be a nice educational day, have some food and some fun. So we're looking forward to it.
We're talking April 5th and 6th. That's Friday and Saturday they're going to have them. What time does it start on Friday? Was it 11?
11 o'clock a.m., yes.
And we got Abby Keating. You run the inside store.
Yes, the store manager, and we want to personally invite everyone to come see us. It'll be 11 to 5 on Friday and 11 to 3 on Saturday.
Then directly behind you, we got Corey Simmons. Corey, you are the marketing manager.
Yep, that's correct. And we've got a lot of really exciting things coming up at this event, and giving our customers an opportunity not only to talk directly with all of us that work here and live the industry with them, but also to talk with the manufacturers that make all these products as well.
You know, I'm going to kind of focus on you ladies here right now. I've always noticed great companies always, the attitude trickles down from the top. And what a guy you got here, and the management team and everything else. You look like you have a lot of fun. And when I think of Valley Vet, I think of service, quality, name brand, pricing, everything. You got it all together, Arnold.
Well, we sure try to. We've got some wonderful customers, and we try to serve them and treat them correctly.
Yeah, well, you do a great job, and you're going to have like door prizes and everything up here, and food.
Yep, first 100 through the door each day will get a prize bag full of all sorts of goodies, and then there'll be other giveaways throughout the day.
What is it that really anchors you here with Valley Vet, Abby?
It's just a wonderful place to work. There's always great deals, fun people. It's fun atmosphere and great customers.
And Corey, the same question to you.
I think that it's just really fun for me to I've always been a customer myself, and it's always fun to also be, it's as fun of a place to work here as it is to shop here.
And Arnold, what's neat about these two girls, probably the same way with the other folks in your organization, they have a love for animals and horses, and they are involved.
Yeah, they sure are, and they know the business, and they can talk the business, and they just do a wonderful job. We really appreciate them.
Well, the service that you guys deliver is second to none. I don't think in my 35 years being with a major feed company, I ever heard anything derogatory about service or anything from Valley Vet. You kind of lead. You are the Oreo of the animal health supplies. And if you like Oreos, you know what I mean. There's only one Oreo, and you guys just do a super job.
Well, thanks, Ernie.
And so anyway, but we're talking April 5th and 6th. That's Friday and Saturday. Better Horses will be here. Better Horses TV will be here. How about some of the vendors you're going to be? Can you share that with us?
Gotcha.
Zoetis will be here. Allflex will be here. Gallagher, Powder River, Ariat, Wrangler. Who am I missing? There's
Weaver will be here as well.
Weaver with fitting demonstration.
Professional's Choice.
Yep. We'll have a saddle fitting.
You know, I went through your showroom, and I see you're handling that great boot, the dry shod boot.
Oh yes, that has taken off this year, and it's a great boot. We've had a lot of success.
There's going to be a lot of specials going on that day. What an excellent chance, an opportunity to come out here and meet the folks from Valley Vet, the ones behind the phone. It's kind of like, Wizard of Oz, getting to meet the wizard, behind the curtain. Get to meet the people behind the phone and just some great people. And your customer service is second to none.
Yep. Friday will be geared primarily towards animal health and farm ranch products and vendors. And Saturday will be our equine day, and there'll be some overlap. So if one day doesn't work for you, come the other. But that's the way we're going to try to concentrate the 2 days and have vendors that'll service both entities.
Well, we want to thank you as far as customers of Valley Vet. We want to thank you guys for what you have brought to the community, and as far as that word, the world. As far as it's shipped all over the United States, and I take it probably other countries.
Primarily the U.S.
That's a pretty good market.
Yeah.
On that. Hey, thank you so much for being a part of Better Horses TV. Don't forget, April 5th and the 6th, right here in Marysville, Kansas, at Valley Vet Supply for their big event.
We'll see you on hand those 2 days, Ernie.
I'll be there.
What do you get when you bring together one of the biggest names in veterinary medicine with one of the most caring and committed teams of horse health experts in the industry? You get a vaccine portfolio known for its quality and safety, a pharmaceutical line you can rely on to help manage pain and support performance. You get the products, programs, and people of Merck Animal Health.
You care about your animals and feeding them the best. And that's where Purina's local Kansas City dealers step in, providing you experience, knowledge, service, and advice. Purina feed dealers are people who believe in community involvement and who believe in you. They have a passion for the feed industry and are committed to helping customers unlock the potential of every animal. If you are looking for a trusted source for your animals, look no further than your local Purina feed dealer, your partner in animal care.
Rio Equestrian Center is Kansas City's largest equine show facility, offering horses and riders an unmatched experience in competition. We strive to make horse shows enjoyable and offer events that serve the equine community with the spirit of hospitality. So for the best experience in horse competition or to plan your next equine event, go to Rio, the premier show facility in the Midwest. Go to RioHorseShows.com or call 913-980-4668. Rio Equestrian Center, located in Oak Grove, Missouri.
Better Horses with Ernie Rodina is brought to you by your friends at Merck Animal Health.
Hi Ernie, this is Craig Cameron here. Here's a horsemanship tip for BetterHorses.com. I love handling my horses on the ground because I believe the better that they handle on the ground, the better they're going to be when you get up on their back. I think that's just pure and simple, like just mathematics almost. So I don't get tired of working my horses on the ground. I want them to be good. So today I'm going to do a little just kind of warm-up work on the ground with my horse, and I'm going to use the get-down rope right here. So I don't even have a halter, still got my bit on, and I'm going to use a flag here. Remember, anything you're going to use on the horse, don't forget to introduce it to him first. Whenever I start colts, I always introduce my horses to the flags. I'm always trying to create and make what I call a brave horse. So the flag can help me to do that. I don't come out here and just start waving it at the horse. To introduce it, a lot of times I just put it in my hand like this, get to where I can rub him with it. And don't forget that horses see different than you and me. In other words, I need to work both sides and work both eyes. So I come on both sides, everything I do, and make sure that this horse is really introduced to that flag. And then the way I start is I get my flag back here, way back here, and then I just move it around a little bit. If that spooks that horse, I might stop as I'm introducing it. I might stop, get him where he's got to get used to that sound. I might, again, wrap it up in my hand a little bit again, come and show him that it's not going to hurt him, and keep working both hands. So again, I want to get to where pretty soon he learns to accept that. He learns to be, what? Not afraid of it. And as a prey animal, they're naturally afraid, and their first instinct's going to be to run away from it. So you say, well, I'm going to hold him with this. Well, if he can't go and he's still afraid, shoot, he might have to bite or kick or paw or freeze up. So you're not going to put him in that mode. You're going to take your time, go slow, offer it in a way he can understand, give him the time that it takes for him to understand. Very important. So be patient, not only with your horse, but with yourself. So make sure these horses are good. Pretty soon I get to where I can put it all over these horses. And man, is this going to help you to have a much better and a much gentler horse. I like to touch them on their legs. Matter of fact, I like to touch them all over is what I like to do. I always say I want my horse gentle wear, from the first whisker in his nose to the last hair in his tail. So I try not to forget anything. Here I am working the other side, working the other eye, and look how I'm really touching this horse. I get to where I can really touch him up, touch him on their legs, and I'm not touching him with the stick, guys. I'm just touching him with the cloth. So, and now a lot of people say to me, when I get a horse kind of this good with the flag, they say, well, how the heck do you get him to go? Well, you have that energy. You work from the inside of you to the inside of that horse. So I got a feel here. And I always know what it is that I want of the horse before I ask him. He's going to pick up on my intent and on my energy here. So watch as I prepare this horse. Now I'm just not flagging to gentle him. I'm going to ask him to go. So again, I'm going to pick this hand up, create some energy, and step this horse off. Just step this horse off. Here. And I don't want to be pulling on him. I want to just send him, and when he's moving good, I don't want to overuse the flag. Now you watch where I put this flag. I like to touch him where my legs are going to go. I like to do where I'm sitting. I like to even get over in that off eye. Now watch this. Now if I'm going to change directions, watch me change hands, and push that hip over, step over, and ask that horse to travel the other way. Travel the other way. So again, I want to work on a soft touch, little guiding touches, not pulling, just guiding. You can't see this enough times. You can't do it enough times. With a soft touch and a loose rein. Now, when this horse gets good, here I'm going to change directions, switch hands, push that hip, send that horse the other way. And you can begin to see how responsive he gets. Pretty soon I'm going to let the horse, try to let the horse do the work. I'm going to keep sending this horse. Sending this horse. Send that horse. Send that horse. Step up. Step up. Let that horse do the work. Beautiful. Keep sending that horse. Then when I want him to come to me, watch this. I'm just going to bring him to me. Bring him to me. Bring him to me. I'm saying, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. And the stopping spot and the resting spot's going to be right here with me. And you know what? You can get these horses where they really get good at this kind of stuff. And to do that, you're going to work as much on yourself as you're going to work on that horse. Don't forget the repetition part. You can't come out here and then not show up again till next week and expect him to get good. You're working with that horse all the time. It's where he begins to understand all the time what it is that you want and what it is that you don't want. So I'm going to walk. I want this horse to walk with me. See how I'm using my flag now this time? Back here. I might get him to step up. Step up. Come on with me. Come on with me. Come on. Get him to stop. Back up. And pretty soon through time, get him to come right over to me where he understands all these different little things that I'm always trying to teach him. Remember, learning takes time. And teaching is the art of communication. Hey, work as much on yourself as you ever do your horse, and I guarantee you, you're gonna end up with a great result. I'm Craig Cameron. I'll see you next time.
I've been using the CSI Battle Pad for about 4 years now. It is very important in barrel racing for your horse to be comfortable and sound, and the CSI Battle Pad does that. My saddle always sits in the correct spot on my horse's withers and down his back and never rolls. I am very comfortable when I ride a CSI Saddle Pad. I feel balanced, and my saddle does not feel like it rolls on any of my horses.
Your buddy Ron once said he could install your ceiling fan. He couldn't. And that one time, Ron said another chili dog was a good idea? Yeah, it wasn't. So when Ron said you'd never afford a John Deere tractor, you knew better. Now, Ron does too. The E-Series, legendary John Deere quality, unexpected low price.
Stop by and see Heritage Tractor at one of its 9 locations for your John Deere and Featherlight trailer needs. HeritageTractor.com.
This segment is brought to you by CSI Battle Pads.
Well, I'm Coleman Proctor here at the Wrangler National Finals, where I got to catch up with fellow Purina ambassador Jake Marvin Long. Good friend of mine, we've grown up together, and I'm super excited about getting to talk to you today. First and foremost, having a great finals. Have any big changes in the plan this week?
No, honestly was going to be maybe a touch more conservative this year. Really worked on getting my horse to move his feet around the corner a little bit more and make my job a little bit easier, but you know, we had a little tough luck in the second round, so kind of took the handcuffs off a little bit and get to let our hair down what little we have left and go fast.
Well, let's be honest, the lights of Las Vegas will certainly turn up your aggression. I know that from past experiences. Would you agree?
Yeah, it's you know, when you get that 17,000 people or whatever's in that Thompson Mack, it's pretty hard not to go for that 27,000 a night. You know what I mean?
Totally. Nutrition. How important is nutrition in your program?
Well, to me, it's huge. You know, the biggest thing that I tell everybody, honestly, like I don't blanket my horses, so no one really even knows that, because I think with the nutrition being the way it is, and I feed Healthy Edge with Outlast in it, my horses look great. They still slick off, you know, pretty good for not having a blanket, and like I said, hardly anybody can even tell I don't do that. So it's huge for me for them to have the energy and the stamina to withstand the winter time, and I don't have to worry about them as much, knowing that, you know, the Purina, all the research and everything that they put into their feed, and I've been up to the farm in St. Louis, and I know all the effort and everything that goes into it. So to me, it's absolutely huge that I can trust the product that I'm feeding.
That's so incredible. Yeah, you know, your horses do look great on TV, especially for not being blanketed. So what's it mean wearing that? You kind of touched on it a little bit, but let's talk about the checkerboard and the pride that there is when wearing that, and what does it mean to you?
Well, I think anytime you can go with a product that's leading the industry, and you know the amount of research and the staff that you know is working around the clock to make the best product that they can, and how much they care for all the animals that they make feed for. You know, like I said, getting to go up to the farm and tour it and really learn the backstory of everything that they've went through and the amount of research that goes into it, it's absolutely unbelievable to me what all they put into it. And then, like I said, like with the blanket deal, like I don't have to worry about the product at all. I know what it's went through and what it's done, and to me, it just takes all the stress off of my feed program.
So let's talk. Do you do any supplements? What do you feed specifically?
Well, like I said, I feed Healthy Edge, and I've always fed the Healthy Edge. And then when the Outlast first come out, I would supplement that into the feed. And then, you know, they've done a great job going ahead and putting that in there. Again, lazy step for me. I don't have to worry about putting it in there myself. So, you know, that was awesome for me. And I think they, you know, it was obviously a great support system with the feed to have that Outlast and give the got that extra support. And so, that's really honestly the only things I do feed is the Healthy Edge.
So let's talk. You've got Horse of the Year now. Is Colonel's third or fourth? I couldn't hardly remember. It's getting to where he just wins it every year, it seems like. How many great animals have actually won it 3 times? And this has been consecutive, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right?
Yeah, I read a story the other day. Richie had his great roan horse won it 3 times in a row, and then Brandon Adams' great horse Diesel won it 4 times in a row, I believe. So I think Colonel's right up there in some elite company, and I wasn't around as much to see Roney live, but was around to see Diesel live, and it's a huge honor to have him mentioned in those horses' company.
That's absolutely a great field to actually put him in. Now let's talk a little bit about him. How long have you been riding him? How did you bring him along? And then let's talk about what are your favorite memories winning, during this regular season, in the past here, and when on Colonel?
Well, I got Colonel in 2010. I got him right before my first national finals. I told somebody that the neatest honor for me is he's been at every NFR that I've been. I rode him in the Grand Entry the first 2 years, and then he's been my main horse the last 6. Got him from Dixon Flowers Rope Horses up there in Nowat, Oklahoma, and just very honored that they would allow me to buy him. And, had huge wins on him. This year I got to win a cool rodeo, Prescott, Arizona. Old school, same side of the box, barrier, all that. It's not a place I've traditionally performed well, so maybe broke a barrier there a time or two, but
yeah, because it's unique there. You have to score, so that just kind of what a attribute to your man Colonel, that he can score and run and go keep up with head horses in that long conditions. And then he's great in a place like this, the national finals, where it's a short track. Tell us about what makes him so special that you can ride him places like Prescott and at the national finals.
Well, to me, the coolest thing is I don't have to worry about trying to cheat the start. He's got so much speed. There's been a couple nights that I felt even a half step late leaving the box, but he's got enough closing speed to get there. He does a really good job. Like last night, we had one that stepped into me a little bit. He really did a good job of staying out around him. And I tend to put him in some weird spots, but he's great enough that he overcomes my weaknesses and makes me look good.
That's awesome. Well, Jake Long having another big finals. Most importantly, he's stepping up and performing on my fantasy team. Thanks again.
In a natural, free roaming situation, horses graze nearly constantly throughout the day and night. When feeding horses in stables, it's ideal to try to mimic this feeding behavior. Horses in stabled conditions should be fed their hay so they can pick at it continuously between feedings. Visit our website at stanleyforage.com under Nutrition, then Nutritional Resources, to help transition your horse from winter to spring in the coming weeks.
No matter what discipline of riding you do, training, showing, and everyday stress is hard on your horse's legs. Decra Veterinary Products is a leading lameness company that brought you Foss. Foss is a clodronate injection, an intramuscular bisphosphonate to help control the clinical signs of navicular syndrome in horses 4 years and older. Ask your veterinarian if Foss is right for your horse. Decra Veterinary Products is a proud sponsor of The American.
This segment is brought to you by your independent Purina dealers.
Well, howdy, folks. Welcome to In the Wagon House with Jeff and Don Dawson. Boy, Don, are we having fun with our Wagon House segment here on Better Horses TV.
It's a blast, and we've got a great friend with us today. We are so excited to bring you his music. He is an amazing singer. You're going to enjoy Mr. Jeff Davidson so much.
Jeff is a IWMA performer, singer, songwriter, and he hails from right here in the state of Kansas. We're really proud of him. Jeff, thanks for coming today, and we appreciate you firing up your guitar and doing a song for us here on In the Wagon House.
Okay, thank you. It's good to be here.
All right,
We'll
thanks.
let you have at it.
All right.
Okay.
He doesn't step out as bold as he used to. His eyes don't shine as bright as before. Sometimes in the pen one gets by now and then, and he just can't work all day anymore. But he's still the best horse that I ever had at roping, sorting, or what all I be. Sure, he's getting slow, but I can't let him go, 'cause he takes good care of the kids. These days he ropes bottle the barn, rounds up imagined outlaws and thieves. Stand still to climb up, even gives rides to the pup, gets petted and loved for all he achieved. Oh, he'll do all the events at the 4-H show, but he doesn't move fast like he did. No, he's not what he was, but I'll keep him because he still takes good care of the kids. Oh, the breath of heaven breathes between horses' ears, and the spirit of a young child takes wing. Where heartbeat meets her fate, all joy is complete with the freedom that a good horse can bring. With its grace, power, beauty, and fire, the horse is a mirror to one's soul. All childhood dreams are fulfilled, it seems, for the rhythms of a horse makes life whole. Now he gets better care in his later years, 'cause he still gives so much we can use. So he gets special feeds and whatever he needs, he's a teacher too good to lose. So here's to you, Pard, and all of those just like you, if but the life in these last words was hit. Good horses grow old, but never die or get sold. They just take good care of the kids. Good horses grow old, but never die or get sold. They just take good care of the kids.
All right. Thank you, Jeff. What a beautiful song here for Better Horses TV. Thanks for coming today. We're having fun in the Wagon House with Jeff and Dawn Dawson, Jeff Davidson from Greenwood County, IWMA, singer-songwriter, entertainer. Tell us how we can get some of your music.
Easiest way, just go to my website is jeffdavidsonmusic.com.
jeffdavidsonmusic.com.
Just email me or call me.
What song
Awesome.
was that? What song was that?
Care of the Kids.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Dawn, this segment is brought to us by...
It is brought to us by Vanderbilt's and their dry shod footwear. You're going to love them if you try them. I've got a pair, and I absolutely love them. They've been very good to me this winter. We want to thank Ernie Rodina and Better Horses TV for bringing you in the Wagon House with Jeff and Dawn Dawson.
Folks, we'll see you next week.